It's go time.
It's go time.
Welcome to Jam and Jabber. I'm Ken.
I'm Steph.
Today we have a very special episode. We're going to show you the new hot toys of the season. Quite frankly, they're the toys your kids are going to be demanding to have. And I'm not saying you're a bad parent if you don't buy these for your kids, but I'm also, not saying the other thing either.
You're going to wish that these toys exist. They're so cool. We're going to create such awesome
yes.
stuff. Mattel, come at us.
Get at us. Hasbro, we're looking at you too.
We are open and available. So the thought for tonight's stream was, in the spirit of the American tradition of Black Friday,
Buying more than you need.
immediately the day after people are supposedly being thankful for what they already have.
Yeah.
In the theme of we are elder millennials and have fond memories of the toys that we grew up with, we thought it'd be fun to make some new toys.
So we've created a couple lists, because we love our lists, of different, themes for action figures, or, themes for different toys, different types of toys, and then what kind of categories those could fall into. So we're going to mix and match a couple of those up and see what sort of weird, new, awesome toy that everybody's going to want to have.
Specifically, we have type of toy in one list, 20 different ones, and then theme. Because, all these different types of toys generally have a theme.
Yeah.
And we have 20 different themes that are listed as well. Of course, we're always open for suggestions from our lovely people who are watching live.
Yeah.
If you see something that we're drawing that you'd like us to add, us as in Ken, he's doing all the heavy lifting.
Or just let us know what some of your favorite toys were growing up. That might inspire some of the drawings tonight, too.
Oh, you know what?
Yeah.
Rachel's joining us.
Oh,
and,
hello!
Hello, Rachel. She said, hello, friends. Stanley's looking for Stephanie under the bed again. One toy I did miss?
Yeah?
Cat toy.
Oh, cat toys are pretty good.
We could have done a whole cat toy series for the millennials.
Nothing is stopping us from doing cat toys.
Do you want to do a warm-up of, what
you
you think the most ideal type of cat toy would be?
The most... Steph, I think we already know the most ideal cat toy
We
around.
do.
And there's a couple, to be perfectly honest, we could be talking about a couple different things right here, but what I'm immediately thinking, as far as the perfect cat toy, is the box it came in.
Yes, absolutely.
This is quintessential perfect cat toy right here.
We got B. I have a friend named Key. Excuse me, Key. Hi, shout out to Key, who also has cat toys that she has given us.
And is a fantastic artist as well.
Absolutely. Hey, welcome, Ashley. Thank you for joining us. We got Beatrice this really cool Zoominator toy.
Oh gosh.
Where it just it zooms this little butterfly around in circles. And when she was a kitten, oh my god, the coolest toy ever. And now the box it came in is far cooler than the Zoominator itself. Those are cool cat toys, but no, it's the box.
Gross. Awful. Worst cat toy ever. The box is the best.
Yes.
That's your best cat toy ever.
Perfect.
But we're doing people toys tonight.
Yeah, we're doing people toys. Would you like me to roll up
our
first toy and our first theme?
Yes.
All
Lay
right.
on me.
We got a musical toy.
Some sort of musical toy. Cool.
That's when you think of a music like one of those cool doop 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 like the keyboards.
Oh, I love the little synthesizer keyboards. My very first job was at KB Toys, and when we were done cleaning, I was just waiting for the manager to finish. I'd play around on the synthesizer. It was so much fun.
I'm sorry, I'm laughing because I rolled up the second one.
What's our second one?
Sticky. So we thought of the theme
Sticky
Sticky
synth.
for
right.
a toy. Kids really like those the slime, the gack, all of those things.
Sticky hand thing.
Okay. Immediately what I'm thinking, Ken, is how xylophones have got all the different things, or people play the the different cups, like the glasses.
Oh, yeah.
So maybe it's a musical set, like, of all the different slimes that make different farting sounds.
No.
So you have it, like, set up kind of like a xylophone, and they all play different keys. Like,
I mean, they have synthesizers that do that.
I mean, I think it'd be cooler, because what kids like is they like that weird textural,
That's
like,
true.
slimy
That's
thing.
very true.
So that's my pitch. That's what I'm throwing out there. What do you feel?
I mean, I think this is going to be a Nickelodeon-based toy regardless. Let's see. Gosh. It's got to be musical and it's got to be sticky. The first thing I think is that the kids didn't wash their hands before playing with their keyboard toy.
Yeah, I was thinking about that joke too. Like, you try to hit that key and it goes crunch, crunch, and it's sticky on your finger. Because they just ate a bunch of, like, fruit snacks and then they just licked their fingers and started playing with that. We got a suggestion from the chat of the musical slime. Kind of like I was doing. Like, throwing my pitch out there, musical slime.
You know, okay. Inspiration has taken me. All right, I know what I'm gonna do.
Okay, alright.
All right. So you know what? Let's bring a little color into the mix tonight.
Are we getting green slime already?
gonna-
We're getting slimed?
I'm gonna draw with a little bit of color tonight on this one. Just really let you know that you're seeing a big old slimy doodad here.
God, I hate the slime toys. I mean, I loved them when I was a kid, but whenever my nephew was here and he had slime, I'm like, don't you... That doesn't come out of the that doesn't come out of the box. He's like, but it's fine. I'm like, I do not want to clean that out of my carpet. No, it doesn't come out. Is this a gelatinous cube?
This is a gelatinous cube.
Okay. But
Yeah.
this is a toy.
Oh, absolutely.
How is a gelatinous... I've never seen a gelatinous cube as a toy before, Kenji.
I mean, just because it's a new toy, okay? You haven't seen it before, but that doesn't mean it can't exist.
I'm sorry, I'm just reading the chat. Ashley says, Steph, no, now I'm mimicking your part, thing help. Like, thinking the same thing I'm thinking.
Oh.
But how is it supposed to be musical, Kenji?
Because the gelatinous slime has a little saxophone inside of it.
How are people supposed to play with this?
Very carefully.
No, these need to be the hot new toys, Kenji.
This is a hot new toy, thank you very much.
Like, is it the gelatinous cube when you play kind of like one of those musical like things where you push the button and makes a toot sound, but because it's in like slime, it's gonna have a weird
muffled.
slime muffled sound to it? Is this just a toy somebody left in their container of slime?
I mean, maybe?
Kenji.
Or maybe the gelatinous cube ate the musical instrument to entice you into it, to like, hey, play with this new toy.
Kenji, this isn't D&D. This is the real world.
But they can have D&D toys.
No, that's not even a theme. We have fantasy as the theme. You're already mixing up the themes, Kenji. We got some other comments. It's the cube from Onward. We haven't watched that yet.
Right, yeah.
Well, now we know there's a gelatinous cube in Onward.
We do.
You squeeze it and it makes sounds. No, as the sound is you were making. Oh!
You see, I think this works swimmingly.
No. Okay, well, it's your creative genius tonight. I can't backseat drive or
Okay.
backseat draw.
Okay.
I got my other chance to draw.
Let's do something more musically interesting. Oh! You know what it is? Okay. I think I'm gonna keep the green color really quick.
Okay.
But this is the real new hot toy
Okay.
that everybody's gonna be all about this year.
And not in the Elven Glen.
No. This I got all my D&D jokes out of me. Well, I got a D&D joke out of me. Excuse me. I shouldn't say all my D&D jokes.
There's
That
a
would
chance we could make more.
There is absolutely a very high chance we could make more. You know what? I want to do.
I mean, 1 out of 20, so I guess that's fine.
We are using a D20
Yeah.
as well for making this list.
We got Ashley in the chat saying it's basically the movie Onward. It's basically like D&D, but more mythical, I think. I don't know how to explain it, but it's a good movie.
Yeah.
I heard it was a tearjerker, and I've just been not in the mood to cry.
I'm familiar with the premise that it's basically a very, like, mundane approach to fantasy. Like, instead of raccoons in your trash, you've got to deal with, like, unicorns. And just, like, what if, like, this troll character had just a part-time job flipping burgers? Just kind of fantasy world and kind of our world kind of scenario.
Hey, those burgers have got to get flipped.
They
I
do.
respect the burger flippers
I
in the world.
have nothing against flipping burgers.
Oh no, I just wanted to add that. It's
I-
just a yes and.
Do you want to get burgers after this?
Maybe. Promise we are not high.
No, we've made those jokes like the last two streams. We've got it out of our system. Maybe.
Well, Ashley says that it's not too tearful. So maybe I'll be safe, because I know with most Pixar movies I end up crying like a baby. Like the first 5 minutes in Up. Oh my god.
Gosh, yeah.
Traumatized.
Still a better love story than Twilight.
Okay, so these are like keys or something?
Yes, these are like Jello keys is what they are.
Okay. I'm on board with this.
Okay. So you've basically got a synthesizer that uses Jello for its keyboard.
Nice.
Is what I'm thinking here with this.
I could see this being really popular.
Oh, absolutely.
Like, kids love the slime. They also love really annoying toys that make a lot of noise.
Yeah, they do.
And drive their parents crazy, and so they stop buying the AA batteries. They're like, oh, I don't know what happened. We forgot to get them at the store.
We're out of batteries. Sorry, sport.
Sorry. I guess you can't keep me up at 3 o'clock in the morning playing that thing while I'm trying to look at YouTube. My one time for myself. We got Rachel's. Rachel saying it's a very magical, basically very magical creatures living as humans. Yeah. Adding to yes and you, and then Ashley saying everything is a better love story than Twilight. WTF
true.
you talk about? Yeah, that's a whole different conversation that I will have one day.
Yeah. Not today.
Yeah, I have a dream
Rant.
of another channel or just another series of videos in which Ken and I fix stories. I know I've talked a little bit about on stream before in the past. I have a whole bunch of lists, like a whole long list of different stories and video games and fandoms of things that I want to fix. So Kenji, can you do your best, beat that this would come with? Because they come with automatic beats that you can play with the squishy keyboard that makes the slime and fart sounds.
I just gotta design the logo on the side really quick.
Because I think
It's the jelly board is what this is called. I was thinking more like a just it really goes all in on the gelatinous sounds. Sure, it'll make all sorts of weird sounds and beats for you, but come on, they're gonna be jellified.
Yeah, I agree. The slimier, the stickier this thing can be, it's only gonna last a few months before it becomes so hairy.
Oh, it's gonna get dried out too at some point, and it's just gonna be awful.
Yeah, but for those first few months after you get it, and on Christmas or whatever holiday people are celebrating, I personally celebrate Yule. I do not celebrate Christmas. I will honor Christmas for my friends and my beloved ones who do celebrate Christmas, but I personally celebrate Yule. So for those, which holiday, if people even choose to celebrate, or if you just want to buy a fun toy just cuz, it's only going to last a couple months. By the time the kids are going back to school, it's going to be dried out.
You won't even need to buy new AA batteries for this thing because it'll dry out by the time that the batteries are dead.
Oh, Ashley in the chat, like 50 Shades of Grey. Don't even get me started on that
It's
one.
bad Twilight fanfic.
It is. It's legit just
That's
fan fiction.
Literally all it is.
Yeah, it literally is fan fiction. And then
Okay.
when she wanted to publish it, she just changed the names from Bella and Edward to different names, and that's literally the only thing she changed.
Okay.
I think this
You
is
know
a
what?
great first toy.
Yeah. I think our jelly board, like kids are really gonna love it.
I think the jelly board is a good name for this toy,
You know, how can you go wrong with that?
The jelly
quite frankly?
board.
The jelly board.
Yeah.
Yeah. You're gonna be jelly of the kids who have the jelly board if you don't.
Nice.
There you go. Figured out the pitch for it already.
Nice.
All right.
Nice.
Package it and roll in the first million.
All right. You ready for the next toy?
Let's do it.
Okay. So we got... Okay. A
Okay.
model kit.
Ooh, model
Kind of like
kit.
a Gundam.
Maybe
you know?
Gundam, maybe something else.
The theme is seasonal. A seasonal. So we meant by seasonal kind of like either like a Christmas, Halloween, Easter. We wanted to
Yeah.
keep it a little bit more open so we could play around with it. Okay, Kenji,
Yeah.
I know you love a G Gundam.
Oh my gosh, I love G Gundam.
Will you please make me a Christmas tree G Gundam?
A Christmas tree. Okay. I was thinking like a Gundam Santa, but you know what? Christmas tree. It can be both. It can be both.
I'm
Absolutely.
just thinking of the most ridiculous
jeez.
thing, and then maybe a reindeer to
I-
go with it.
Oh, dude. Okay. So G Gundam. There's a Gundam horse in that series, so we could have both.
What if it's a Santa and like a Santa Gundam?
Oh, I've got it. I've got it. I've got it. I know where we're going with this now. You know what? I'm gonna even do one better for us. I'm gonna start a little sketch layer because I want this to be really ding dang good for our Santa Gundam.
I know you take Gundams very seriously.
I adore Gundam. It was my very first intro to like mecha, and I friggin' love giant robots as a result of Gundams.
Ken and I grew up watching Gundam Wing. We are those elder millennials. I know we've talked a little bit about that. That's actually one of the series we want to go back and fix.
I love the series so much, but Gundam Wing, oh my gosh.
It does not hold up to time.
Watching it as an adult, like, I only like this because of the giant robots. Like, all the political grandstanding is hot garbage.
I mean, I was there for the Q boys and the robots duo.
You know, I liked Troa. I really liked Troa.
The bangs.
The bangs were dumb, but his Gundam was cool.
I mean, he was a clown.
Yeah, that was awful.
You think of the meme where like they're saying these lines and they're slowly putting more clown makeup on them themselves. I'd like to see that, but what if with Troa? Like doing the political things of like,
no.
you know, if we colonies join up with Oz, then that means that they'll protect us.
Yeah, just the more clown makeup.
It doesn't
on.
even make sense that they'll definitely give us our freedom like they said they would. Oh wait,
Yeah.
they're using us just like how they did. Whoops.
When the clown rainbow afro comes on is when they're saying, we have to destroy everything in order to have true total pacifism.
Oh my god. Oh my god. I love Gundam Wing though. I super adore Gundam Wing.
It's so good.
I mean, like the death side. Like that was
it's all-
teenage Stephanie with Pretty Boy Duo. Yeah, I might have worn my hair in a braid for a long time because I love Duo. Not gonna lie, just gonna put that right out there. But yes, Gundam. It's. I love how like each Gundam series is like its own unique. Like they don't really match up to each other, do they?
I think from what I understand, there was a series where they tried, but I don't know if that was like an actual series or if it was just like a video game where they did that. But
Oh, there's a lot of video games.
Oh yeah, there is. I've been a little out of the loop on Gundam franchises for a while. I remember watching Gundam Seed, but that was ages ago.
I don't know how many of the rest of you did a Gundam model kit. When I was younger, I actually did a lot of model kits like Cars and stuff. My dad was super into cars, and Fred Meyers for a long, long time used to sell model kits before like hobby stores kind of took over that, and now hobby stores are dead, and I don't know who sells model kits anymore. But I do know that Barnes & Noble sells Gundam kits of all places.
Hell yeah.
And I've done a lot of Gundam models. I wish I still had them, but they were fun to make.
Oh, heck yeah, they were.
They were like, because compared to like the car models that I did, they were really flimsy, cheap plastic. Like if you wanted to spend a lot of money to get kind of like the really thin tin metal that would still bend really easily, like you'd spend a lot of money on that for like a little bit of metal car set. But like the Gundam kits, they were nice plastic, like they wouldn't flimsy and they wouldn't fall apart and break apart on you. And they were like, they had so many more moving parts and they're super intricate. Like they were cool. They were super cool toys.
Oh, yeah.
And that was like a fun toy. It was other than just having like an action figure. You had to put that thing together. Just like this ridiculous Christmas themed Gundam.
Heck yes.
I've been ignoring the chat. I'm sorry, y'all. We got Rachel saying, yes, Stephanie, you're 100% right about 50 Shades of Grey. I was sent the original version and laughed at the first sentence and deleted off my e-reader. I was asked to give feedback from a book blog. You know, okay, side rant. We're just going to go into a little side rant about 50 Shades of Grey and Twilight.
What have we started?
I used to work at a collection center, and I worked with like the most typical office queens that you would imagine. Those office bitches were just like really petty, and they all were like kept these little secrets, and you had to be part of the cool kids club to hear what they were gossiping about. Well, they were all just gossiping like at one point just about 50 Shades of Grey. And they always phrased it with like, Stephanie, do you read? And I'm like, are you saying, can I read? Or do you read is such a weird question.
Yeah.
I mean, yeah, I guess. And they're like, oh, well, you wouldn't like this. This isn't your thing. Stephanie, no, you wouldn't like this. I'm like, okay.
I just really quick, if I may.
Yeah.
I love that the premise for enjoying 50 Shades of Grey requires you not to be literate.
You know, it's the basic literacy. Like, can you read?
Yeah.
Oh, sure, you'll like 50 Shades of Grey. Sure, why not?
You don't know how to read. You wouldn't know what's good.
Yeah, you wouldn't know. Just can't even read it. So they gave me like a total like ripped off like nobody paid for it. They all just sent each other the same PDF file of 50 Shades of Grey that, of course, on my e-reader didn't talk to it correctly and it was hard to read. And I tried reading some of it. I'm like, oh, this is porn. This is tacky porn. And then I remember my boss, because it was my boss who gave it to me.
Oh,
Little, yeah. And then she kind of talks to me. She's like, so did you read the book? And I was like, I started reading it. Can't say I got into too much. She's like, oh yeah, I knew it wouldn't be your style. I'm like, well, it's a lot about consent is my biggest problem. Oh, and then she's like, oh, well, I'm like, yeah, that's a different conversation for another day. Finger guns. But I'm like, I'm glad it speaks to you.
I have a fun little anecdote about 50 Shades of Grey, and this is how you know the channel isn't for kids. So earmuffs. But I think it was Harvard did a study pulling like books to see what sort of trace materials can be found on different books.
That's right.
And 50 Shades of Grey was one of them that they picked up. And they found herpes in their books. So if you're gonna read 50 Shades of Grey, get it on an e-reader or just buy new if you have to get the paper back for it. Do not rent, buy new.
Yeah, it was like there was other other trace materials that would suggest that people were practicing acts of self-love and then continuing to touch the paper without washing their hands afterwards.
Yes.
I will put it like that.
Sorry for making this a little NSFW. Excuse me. Oh.
I got another comment saying, if you know I wouldn't like it, then why would you recommend it? You know, I actually said that to them, and they're like, well, you know, you were just asking about it. You were curious. And I was just like, yeah, you could have just told me what the fuck you were reading. I mean, it didn't have to be all like, hush, hush, but they were crazy office bitches. They were crazy office bitches, and that's the only way to put it. But we're talking about Gundams.
We are. We got really off track with that. Excuse me.
It's given you enough time to draw a really cool Gundam, though.
I'm really happy with how this is coming along.
This is rad.
Thank you.
I mean, again, the Gundam model kits, if anyone has ever gotten one as a gift for whatever holiday or just cause I buy Ken Gundam stuff just cause. Actually, I buy him Gundam stuff because every March, Ken does a really cool art challenge called March of Robots.
I adore it.
So, like, every single day there's a different word. It's kind of like what people think of, like, Inktober, but Inktober's not really a thing anymore. No. But people have done their own month-long challenges based off of different themes. And so Ken's done Kaijun, March of Robots, Octobit. And March of Robots, we did a really cool theme with pixel art, meaning different, like, in the style of Mega Man.
Yeah.
Which is one of my long loves is Mega Man. Mega Man 5. Hey,
Yeah. Mega Man is a really fun series and just really fun, beautiful art.
Yeah, it was really cool. And so the other year, each year I've given Ken a Gundam. Like, you gave him a robot. Like, congratulations, you've completed March of Robot. Here, have another robot. I think one year it wasn't. I wanted to get you a kit, but they didn't have any at the time. But they had, like, one that was already done that was really cool. We were watching Gundam Wing at the time.
Yeah, you got me the Tallgeese.
I got you the Tallgeese because it was awesome. Yeah. Like, look, you don't have to put it together.
It's already done, like March of Robots.
Yay! Tallgeese is a cool-looking Gundam. Like, even though it's really stupid, the premise for it in the story is just so unnecessary.
Yeah.
It's so intense, it'll kill you!
Anyone who pilots it will die unless you're badass and have plot armor.
And then they'll totally forget about it later in the season because it's too inconvenient to put that back into the series.
Then anyone can pilot it.
No big deal. Whatever. We forgot.
No. We got called out, so we just blew it up.
Yay!
Plot hole solved.
Oh, yeah. It didn't need to have any of that stuff. No. Gundam Wing was just cool with, like, Q-Boys and Gundams and, like... The music from Two Mix, that song, the music is permanently ingrained into my brain. Like, it literally had been, like, over, how many years?
You were rocking the music.
I knew it all in Japanese, all still in Japanese. It's permanently ingrained into my head, including the ending song.
I didn't... Like, Toonami didn't play that ending. That was the first time. When... We're gonna get copyright strike.
Huh?
We're gonna get a copyright strike.
Oh, sorry.
Perfect.
Sorry.
God. Although, I just want to say really quick, Relena would have died when she pulled on that rhino's tail.
La 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 la. Just love.
Staring into the monkey's eyes. Like, there were a lot of animals that would have murdered her straight up for her behavior.
Look up the ending to Gundam Wing Japanese ending, and you'll know exactly what we're talking about. If you don't know, already know. I don't want it to be just like, you have to been there to know. Rachel in the chat, I was told I don't have a clue about good books, and I said, no, that was just trash. Yeah, it literally is trash. It was a trashy, for those who don't know, I know I said it just like briefly earlier, for those who don't know, 50 Shades of Grey was legit, 1000%, a Twilight fan fiction.
Yeah, didn't they get like a cease and desist?
I had a friend who was super into Twilight, and she read that series, and she tried to get me to read it, because she was so into Twilight, and I hated Twilight, and she knew it. She's like, I just want you to laugh with me, because she really, really wanted someone to talk to about it. It was very popular, very, very popular fan fiction. She didn't get a cease and desist. What she got was a book offer.
Oh, God.
And so they said, well, yours is so popular, why don't you publish it? And so she quickly, all she did was literally just change the names.
Oh, jeez.
She changed the names and I think some of the locations, because it was taking place in Forks because it was Twilight. Then I think it got moved to New York.
Seattle, actually.
Oh yeah, it is Seattle.
It's lazier than that.
No, it wasn't even in Forks. Because it was placed in Seattle. That's right, I remember that.
Yeah.
So no, she didn't even change the location. This is so rad.
Thank you.
There's a wreath on his Tums.
Yes. Looks like his chest wreath.
Oh my god, this is legit. This could definitely be on G Gundam.
Oh, absolutely. Like, this is their G Gundam special Christmas episode.
So, for those who don't know, G Gundam... G Gundam is not a place to start for,
It's fun to dog on.
Yeah. Oh, hey, Rowan. Yeah, you came in at the right time.
You did.
This is a Christmas Gundam. This is absolutely... So what we're doing tonight is we are making new types of toys based off of type of toy and theme. So we rolled up a model kit and seasonal. So the first thing I came to my mind, I'm like, I would love to see a Christmas themed Gundam. For those who've never seen G Gundam, it's not a place to start with the Gundam series. It has a lot of blatant racism, is it?
Yes, it does. Like, the frickin', oh god, Mexico's Tequila Gundam. Like, every nation has their own Gundam, and it's like a battle royale to see who gets to, like, be in control of Space UN, is the basic premise of the show. And every nation sends in their Gundam fighter champion, and Mexico's got the Tequila Gundam, and it looks exactly like you would expect it to.
Chibody
Crockett is a football playing, or like his Gundam looks like a football player, and he's got pistols, and his shoulder pads turn into boxing gloves. America! Like, that's the American Gundam. It's the fucking French Gundam is just a musketeer. It's literally all it is.
At least it wasn't a baguette.
You know, I'm feeling good with Christmas Gundam.
This is so good. Yeah. This is so good. I love that the shield is also a Christmas present.
Yes.
Also, I love the antlers. The Christmas present shoulder pads. I mean, so many people make their own Gundam kits.
Oh, yeah, absolutely. This could exist.
We could get like a 3D printer.
Mm-hmm. We could totally...
And like add a mod kit to
yes, 1000%.
Gundam sets.
We could go to the dollar store and buy enough things to kit bash a Gundam model to be this. Like, this is real. This could be real.
So look for this on the shelf, kids. This is going to be our next new hot
Please don't sue us, Bandai.
We love you, we promise.
We love you, Bandai.
We love you. We love Gundam. Oh, okay. You ready for the next one?
Let's do the next one.
Yeah.
I'm having a blast.
All right. So our type of toy is Nerf.
Oh, a Nerf toy.
A Nerf toy. That's a lot of different things.
It could be a lot of different stuff, yeah.
And the theme is fashion, dress up, makeup. Yes! Oh,
I'm so happy.
Yes.
Just think of all the bright colors for this thing.
Oh my god.
Oh, damn.
Do they shoot? Is it a Nerf gun that shoots? Like
Nerf fashion. Oh gosh. Okay.
No.
Yeah.
You know what Nerf fashion looks like. Remember steampunk?
Oh god.
It's Nerf punk.
Oh, there is. Okay. I'm sure you've seen it before, but there is someone you can Google like steampunk Nerf dress. But this girl, instead of like taking the Nerf gun and steampunking up the Nerf gun, she took her steampunk outfit and nerfed it. So it's all the colors that matches her Nerf gun. It's friggin' hilarious, and it's well worth a Google.
Because so many people would just take Nerf guns and use that as their base for like a steampunk costume.
Oh yeah.
And you were joking earlier that steampunk is dead.
Nerf punk.
I could see like a dress up with makeup or fashion, like having like a makeup line, but it's all those like highlighter colors.
Oh,
Like a beauty palette
That would
that's
be-
like that bright yellow.
that would be rough on the eyes.
And yeah, I
Yeah.
think Gen Zers would really love it though.
I don't know. They're going very 80s with their style lately. Like crop tops, high-waisted jeans, and the UFO
Highlighter
pants.
colors? What
I-
more
that's
80s
fair.
can you go?
I'm sorry. Excuse me. I was thinking too grunge. Pardon me.
But this is supposed to be a toy, so
yes, this is a toy line, so
I think they could still do like the lip color, but Nerf colors.
Mm-hmm.
I think they could do hairbrushes, but Nerf colors.
yes.
Also, like it's got like one single dart you can shoot at the end for like if somebody's messing with you as you're brushing, you're like, Pchoo! Same thing with the
Okay.
lipstick one
Okay.
too.
Okay, I've got it. Thank you for that.
You're welcome.
That is, I'm gonna make this just a little bit bigger for the base.
Rachel says, "Who says steampunk is dead?" I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Steampunk is dead. Steampunk is long since passed. It's had its time. So many people have already had their steampunk weddings. It's no longer like there's no more conventions.
I mean, 2020 kind of did away with a lot of the conventions, but yeah, like
It was kind of dead before that.
the ones in Seattle, a lot of just horrible mismanagement kind of was a big part of why SteamCon died.
I say that because I did SteamCon. I used to do a lot of
Yeah.
steampunk conventions and steampunk things and like concerts, and it was about 2017, 2018. It's pretty much dead, like around that point. Like
Yeah.
Abney Park.
Oh gosh, yes, Abney Park was the band, the big one.
I don't think they're doing any music anytime soon, or
I have no idea.
Yeah.
I met the dude's dad, and from Abney Park, because they're a local band to Seattle, and I used to work in a t-shirt print shop, and this guy and really sweet guy. I just want to say, like, very supportive of his kids. Like, no shame. I'm not throwing any shade on anyone here for this. It was a funny interaction. And he comes in the shop and getting some t-shirts made for himself to be like #1 fan dad, which was awesome. But he's kind of just talking about how awesome his kids are. Like, yeah, my son's a frontman for Abney Park, and like he invented steampunk. Like, your son is Jules Verne? What? Like, steampunk's been a thing for a lot longer than Abney Park. I'm sorry.
I feel like diesel punk took it over. Like you
Yeah.
still see lots of people doing diesel punk, especially like in oh god, the Burners, Burning Man. You see
yeah.
a lot of that, and like other events where you do like. I see a lot more diesel punk than I do steampunk anymore. Yes, you can still dress up in a steampunk outfit in Animal Crossing. I think Animal Crossing's still trying to keep that torch going.
Keep the dream alive.
They're trying to keep
man.
that dream alive.
You know, I'm okay with it. I'm here for it.
But yeah, steampunk's been kind of dead for a while. I'm sorry, everybody. I'm sorry.
Hot take. You heard it here first.
Oh my god, yes, the colors. Those are the Nerf colors. So, I think I'm the one who's gonna be fighting everybody.
Steph's really punchy tonight, everyone. Heads
We
up.
got Ashley saying so long as Good Times with Scar is around, steampunk will live.
Oh, jeez.
His thing that he's been doing has been kind of steampunk.
Yeah,
I could
absolutely.
see that.
Oh, you know what's really steampunk? A tiny hat.
Yes. Rowan adds, solar punk is a thing now. I have
Solar punk?
never heard of solar punk, but I'm here for it. That sounds awesome.
I think I'm a little out of the loop. I'm not a cool kid anymore, and now I feel scared and old and have an opinion about real estate. Oh wait, I already did. Never mind.
Is it like a top hat with like a solar panel at the top? Like where they put gears, they put solar panels?
It is now.
Oh my gosh. But yes, going back to Nerf fashion. Oh, that's not. Well, I guess if you could add solar panels to that, it's up to you.
Oh, I absolutely did.
Futuristic but green. Oh, that's kind of cool. I like that. Cool. I like that. I'm gonna have to look that up later. Thank you, Rowan. Okay, but we're talking about our Nerf fashion. I think that again, because fashion and makeup, I wanted to make a big point of this because advertisers, ever since we were kids, love gendering toys. And I think that this would be like Nerf's attempt to say, like, look, makeup and fashion isn't for like AFAB people. It can be for anybody. Like, if you like Nerf, you can like makeup.
Yeah.
If you like the colors of Nerf, hell, put it on your face too. As lipstick, as war paint, whatever the heck you want to do. Makeup does not have a gender. No. I know lots of people, all genders, who love makeup, and you know what? Life is short. Enjoy yourself. Paint your face. Put tattoos on your body. Enjoy yourself. I love the idea of like Nerf having a whole makeup line and fashion line just with their colors. Because they're so bright.
Oh my gosh, yes.
But I do remember the steampunk Nerf set because a lot of people, like that one girl started with it that you were talking about.
Yeah, it became a big fad, yeah.
Oh, everyone wanted to do, like, they did whole Victorian outfits, steampunk outfits, but it was all with the Nerf colors, and it was absolutely fantastic.
That is marvelous.
Oh, it's absolutely fantastic. Kind of like what you're drawing is so fantastic.
I just want to say really quick, too, like, this hairstyle, anybody can wear, because Dave Grohl was rocking this shit in the 90s.
Heck yes.
Okay. So here's the most important part that I saved until now. The important thing for this Nerf, like, dress-up head is that it still is a Nerf gun. Because you've got, like, the Nerf dart, like, in the mouth.
Oh no! Oh, so this is a toy.
Yes.
This is like absolutely. You can paint it up with the makeup, the Nerf colors.
Yes.
Kind of like a Barbie head.
Yes, absolutely. Like this is.
Oh no!
So you can still like shoot Nerf darts out of its mouth because where else are you gonna hide the Nerf dart?
Ken,
I know it's really horrible.
It's a little NSFW.
We just talked about like why am I words
50
are hard?
Shades
50
of Grey.
Shades of Grey stuff. Okay,
I can come out of its forehead.
We can. But the mouth is funnier.
You're the one who has to live with yourself knowing that you drew this. You're the one who has to live with yourself.
Just the idea of it spitting Nerf darts is really funny to me. Like, there's clearly an executive somewhere who doesn't get it.
You know what? I will say, absolutely tell you that. Like, you wish you could be the fly on the wall when they were making, like, in that boardroom meeting where they made the decision.
Yeah.
For, like, some of the toys where it's absolutely sexual, and you're like,
oh, yeah.
Why is the penis the trigger for this gun toy?
Oh, yeah, the freaking Punisher Transformer toy. Oh, that was awful.
Can I have one request before I
Yes.
think we call this toy done? Can you put a little war paint on that?
More war? Okay.
Yeah,
you
some
got
war
it.
paint on there. It's like maybe a highlighter green or something.
Was that really that?
No, if you want to continue with the yellow and the orange, I mean, I just need some war paint on there.
Here we go. There's some nice war paint. Okay, cool. They're ready. They're ready for battle.
There we go.
All
Perfect.
right.
Almost like a little clown-like, but that's up to the person to decide how they want to decorate. You know, you can do the hair in any style you want.
You know, I like the Pippi Longstockings Dave Grohl look.
It's any gender.
Anybody can rock this style.
Yeah, absolutely.
All right. Give me another toy. Let's do it.
Let's keep this going.
Get this monstrosity off the screen.
Oh, yes! I was hoping we would do this one.
Okay.
First type of toy.
Mm-hmm.
Dinosaur.
Dinos. I like dinos.
And, ooh, paired with trending movie or TV show.
Ooh.
So,
trendy media.
If people wouldn't mind, What do people in the chat think is a very popular movie or TV series that's out right now? Because we were joking that
Yeah, like Eternals.
not
or like
Eternals.
Squid Game.
Squid Game.
Yeah.
But if somebody in the chat would like to give us a suggestion for a
Yeah.
movie or TV show,
Like-
something that's trending.
What hot show are you watching right now?
Oh, we've got one vote for Loki's show.
Ooh, Dinosaur Loki. That'd be fun.
I mean, we've got
Stone's Throw from Gator Loki.
Laker Gator Loki.
Yeah.
We got Rowan adding. I'm not much in touch with culture, but I did see Dune recently.
Ooh,
Dune Dino.
we still need to see Oh, would that be like some variant on the sandworm, I wonder?
Or would it just be our main character, Muad'Dib, as a dino?
I mean, now I want to draw that.
Do you know what he looks like? Do you want me to pull up a
I mean-
picture?
I remember like the old TV miniseries, and I have seen enough previews to kind of have a vague idea.
Okay. We got a vote for Dino Loki. We also have a suggestion for What We Do in the Shadows.
Oh, I need to watch that.
I haven't watched it either.
But you know what? I've got an idea for it because I've seen enough IT Crowd, and they have a vampire, and I think he's in What We Do in the Shadows. A lot of those actors do kind of the same stuff together, and I love it.
Okay, can I make a request?
What's that?
This character and What We Do in the Shadows, what you're planning, this vampire dino, is that what you're planning?
Yes.
Can we also get a Loki dino too? As a variant?
Why not both?
Yeah, both. Can we
Okay.
do both?
We can do both.
Sweets. Thank you for the suggestions, chat. Appreciate y'all. Because I would love to see Dino Loki just with those horns. Ken was telling me that the Funko Pop toy of
Oh yeah.
Gator Loki.
Gator Loki.
is at least like $60 if you're lucky.
Yeah.
Like, most places are sold out, and a lot of people bought them out just to try to resell them on eBay and stuff. Kat's added, yes, Matt Berry.
Yes. Oh, I love Matt Berry. He's so funny.
He was the vampire guy in IT Crowd?
No, he was not. He was the son of the boss.
Oh!
But the guy who was the vampire in IT Crowd, he and
So sorry when I saw what you drew.
the vampire hair going. He was in Mighty Boosh with the guy who was the first boss who died initially.
He's like, oh yes, Jerry's dead!
Yeah. It's really heckin' good. So, fluffy collar, because vampire dino.
This hair is fantastic.
You gotta have, like, the long, luxuriant, raven hair.
Rowan added in the chat, Noel Fielding played Raymond, I think. I am so bad with names. I could not say. Richmond.
I don't know.
Yeah,
all
Richmond was the
names.
name of the vampire character in IT Crowd. And, like, I just love that they're like, don't go into that room. Just don't do it. He just, like, lives there. Oh, it was so good. It was so good. Making that meme of everything on fire and everything is fine before that meme existed. Please send help. I said in all caps and red font. Oh yeah, he was just a goth. He wasn't a vampire, but he was just the goth guy.
The joke was he was a vampire.
Yeah, it was like
but,
heavily insinuated that he might have actually been a vampire. He got into Cradle of Filth.
Oh, that's right. That's right, I remember. Like, I used to be a normal person, and then I heard Cradle of Filth.
Yes.
Yeah.
Oh, it makes me want to rewatch that. So good.
Oh,
So
it is a
good.
good show.
Oh my gosh. That one's like one that holds up over time.
Yeah.
We got Rowan adding in the chat. But then he started his own business, Goth to Boss, to help goths become more professional. I don't remember that.
Oh my gosh, I don't either.
Oh my gosh.
We might need to watch some IT Crowd later.
Oh my gosh, I think so. Goth to Boss. Maybe I remember this? It was such a long time ago when I watched it.
Oh, I hate these legs.
What?
The legs are not looking so great.
Okay, erase
look.
your heart. Erase your heart. I can't see through your hand, Kenji.
Oh no!
I can't shake it.
Perfect. You know, I'm just gonna do a little transform here because Now I got it to a point where I kind of like it.
There you go. Art hard hacks.
Yeah,
Art
art
hacks
hacks work digitally.
Copy and paste.
Yes.
So you don't have to draw that second leggy a second time. Oh my goodness. This hair and the teeth. This is a gem.
No, Gem was a different show.
No. I heard the movie to that sucked.
I heard the same thing.
That's too bad.
Yeah.
You know, you hear a lot of these reboots and you're just like, "Aw, I would love to see this movie. I hope it doesn't suck." Oh, it sucked. Of course it did. Why would I ever think that these movies would actually be good? And
He's
now,
also a fan of Loki.
oh, you're just gonna blend the two. You're just gonna
Yes.
blend the two.
Yes. Vampire, Loki, dinosaur.
You know what? I think it holds.
I think it
because
holds up.
you can do a Loki variant of pretty much anything.
You really can.
And it will sell like hotcakes.
There are no rules to this.
No.
It's like some scalies.
When it's like freckles, but it's kind of cute.
It is cute.
Embrace that cottage core with your goth look. You don't have to have porcelain skin.
No.
You can have freckles.
Heck yeah.
Excuse me, I need a sip of tea.
Okay, you know, I love and the little bitty arms.
Very beautiful.
I really love this buddy.
This is a good dino.
This is a really heckin' good dino.
I would buy this toy. Not even for like somebody else, just for me. I want to buy all the Loki variants. I just want that headband. I want those horns. I bet
It's
that's
really
going to be
good.
hard to find for the holiday season too.
Right? Yeah. Not everybody is a foam smith out there.
I bet that exists in Nerf.
Oh God, I bet.
I have a
you
Nerf Mjolnir.
You do.
I do.
You absolutely do.
All right. We got comments from Kat saying, "How does he tie his cravats?"
Very carefully.
He has his bats do it for him, obviously.
Yeah, clearly he's
His
got
bats
a little
do it.
Bats. Plus, it's a toy. It's made out of plastic.
Hard take, Kenji. Damn. Oh no. Are we ready to do the next toy?
Let's do the next one.
Okay.
I love this buddy though.
He's really good. Okay, next type of toy.
Oh, okay.
God damn, I always roll the same thing.
Okay.
We got tool, a type of tool. And the theme is art.
Art tools.
Ooh. I mean, my brain immediately goes to those stupid sets that every mother gives
Oh,
their kids. It's the
yeah.
wooden one
Yeah.
where it has every single type of thing you will never use. You'd rather just like a set of Sharpies to be perfectly honest versus that whole entire set. I never got one of those because they were too expensive. But I know that like my bestie always got one every year for Christmas, and she's like, I'll never use any of these things. She's like, I might use some of the pencils. And then she'd always end up giving the rest of the stuff away to other people. But that already exists.
Yeah.
We got to come up with a new tool for the artist.
Okay. All right.
So some sort of cool tool. Like when I think of tools, I think of like something like a blow pen. Like something that's new and innovative, like to really streamline your art process.
Like I'm thinking Fisher-Price tools, kind of like my first
yeah.
tool set, kind of plastic toys for the little kiddos.
Like a little canvas sets. But it's got to be a tool.
I got you.
Yeah?
I got you.
Okay, tell me what you're drawing.
Well, first, it's going to be a screwdriver because it's got to be the tool.
Okay.
You know.
Does it one that has a switch out the top?
No. It's just like one of those little crummy plastic ones, like you to pretend to be like daddy, like, oh, your dad's a construction worker, or mom, or
Toxic
whoever
masculinity.
family member is a construction worker. But on the reverse side, maybe your other parent is a really heckin' good painter. So it's got like a paintbrush on the opposite end. So, boom, there's your screwdriver paintbrush for the first part of this set, because we gotta come up with like a full tool set, right?
I think you got something going here. Like, this is maybe for the younger kiddos.
Yeah.
Like, this is good. Like, probably will never be used. It's very soft plastic, easy to chew on.
Yeah.
Kids won't choke on it, hopefully.
Fingers crossed.
Fingers crossed.
Yeah.
But I'm thinking, like, a tool that will help streamline your art process.
Okay.
A tool like I said, I'm thinking like a blow pen, but that already exists.
Okay. I think I've got you.
Yeah.
This time, okay, I won't bury the lead this time. Like, it's gonna be a paintbrush on one end.
Okay.
Because
that is a painter's tool.
that is a painter's tool.
Yes.
Something to help you streamline your process.
Are you gonna give me
right.
something to smack the devil out of it?
I love Bob Ross. You're gonna have a claw hammer off the opposite end, because that way, once you're done with your painting, you just put up some hanging nails and you can like hang your painting directly on the wall.
I have another
I just
suggestion.
streamlined that process for you. Yeah.
I got another suggestion for your toolkit. Because you know what always happens when you get all of your oil paints, everything ready,
Yeah.
and you already like fingers deep in like your painting.
Mm-hmm.
That's when your face gets itchy.
Oh, you're absolutely right. That is the worst point. Like, you've got oil all over your hands, you don't want to touch your face, and you just gotta scratch your nose.
You gotta scratch your nose. It's always something that's super itchy. So maybe a scritchy tool at the end of the other end, like like that back scratcher tool.
Oh, I've got something even better for you.
Oh yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. I believe in you.
Give me like 2 seconds here.
I had another thought too of like another tool, but what if art? I mean, you can never go wrong with a good blow pen. I swear. Okay, small side rant. Anybody who's ever been into a cheesecake factory knows that their art is so weird and terrible. I swear that the big giant murals they have painted in there, it looks like they were done with blow pens.
Oh God, yeah.
Like somebody was up there with a like I know that air guns exist, or like the air the paint guns exist. Like I know that those can give the same kind of look, and it's probably a paint gun, but I like the image of someone with a blow gun just going up there on each side of this giant mural to make this blow pen paint like mural inside the Cheesecake Factory, along with the lamps that look like the Eye of Sauron. So weird. Cheesecake Factory is so weird. It was the first, like, I think it's like one of the only restaurants that I know of that puts advertising in the middle of their menus.
Like, you're already there. Why do you need more? Like,
why are you trying to convince me to leave your Cheesecake Factory because Macy's having a sale right now?
Right.
Oh, it's like the little...
Yeah, it's like the little neck donut thing to keep your neck comfortable, but it's got a little robotic arm at the end of it that will scratch your nose for you while you're in the middle of doing a good painting.
That's fantastic. I would use one of those for all sorts of different arts and crafts, too.
Mm-hmm.
Middle of, like, doing this very intricate detail when you're knitting. You're like, I can't stop knitting, otherwise I will lose the pattern. Oh my god, but my nose is so itchy. Ah!
His anatomy is atrocious. Don't look at it. But then I just pointed it out.
I mean, no one would have noticed before.
No one would have noticed before. He's like one of those weird art dummies who looks kind of like Mr. Clean. Oh god, this is
He wants to stay clean. He doesn't want paint all over his face. This from the makers of Mr. Clean come the nose scritcher. Oh my gosh. I think that if we let ourselves, we could come up with all sorts of other tools. But I think that these few we've come up with are pretty good.
We came up with a good plethora of tools to use while you're doing art. So
yeah.
You want to roll up another one?
Absolutely. Let's keep this train going.
This was a quick one, but you know what? I'm okay with that.
So, our next toy is a tech toy.
Oh, a tech toy. Cool.
So, we thought for, like, tech toy, it would be kind of like, because Ken and I are elder millennials.
My little brother keeps reading my diary.
Or
Yeah.
it's kind of like mom. It was before kids had their own cell phones.
Yeah.
They're
yeah.
like,
little
oh.
instant messaging toy. Yeah.
Oh, Kenji.
Oh no.
We got
Oh.
my golden
Oh.
suggestion for
Oh
theme.
no.
Potty training.
It will be the most expensive piece of tech that you'll pee onto
No,
ever.
Ken, because no one can poop without their cell phone anymore.
Oh, you're right. You gotta train the kids to be able to poop with their cell phones at an early age.
It's to help them with potty training because
Oh, no.
I know like a lot of the potty training toys because a lot of kids have difficulty with pooping because they want to hide when they poop. So you'll find like kids who like hide underneath the dining room table while they poop. But if they distract themselves with a cell phone, you see where I'm going with this?
Okay. Okay. So you've got like your little kiddo who is learning how to poop in one of those weird like donut chair things that like
Oh no. Rowan, you're right. This is going to get messy. That's why you don't want to give them an actual tablet or your real phone. You
Yeah.
give them the play one, so that'll get messy, and you can just throw that into the washing machine and get it clean.
like it's the weird ones too that have like you have to buckle the kid into because they otherwise could fall off of like their training potty seat because you put it on your actual toilet seat.
Oh, one of those ones.
One of those, yeah.
Yeah, I've seen the ones that are just like their own thing, and then you have to like put in the toilet afterwards. I get that it's easier for those kids, but it's also like that's more things you gotta wash. But
Yeah.
it is easier for the kids. But yeah, like Ken and I grew up with like play cell phones because this is before kids got to have cell phones. Like the big gray brick phones, I had to play one of those.
I never had any of those.
My dad, the only reason why I got it because it was at the swap meets.
Oh, jeez.
It was like
Of course.
50 cents, and it played like dumb music and boop, 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 boop every time you hit the buttons. Kind of like the real phones.
my mom bought like toy cell phone stuff like that for her grandkiddos. But yeah, no toys like that for her actual kiddos. But
Ken, this is beautiful. Like this kid on the cell phone.
here's where it gets really fancy. Okay?
Oh yeah? Yeah, because this is a tech toy.
We're gonna need like a control. I'm just drawing the kid for reference, for scale. Because we need to have like the little tech pad here too.
Is this a bidet?
Not quite.
Is this like a Japanese style bidet? Because that's a cool tech potty training tech toy.
Okay, so you've got your control panel on the side with just a big button for the kid to press when they're ready to go. Because then it's going to shoot up its special antennae that... it's loading, excuse me. That's going to put out a signal because this kid here is a shy pooper, okay? Much like we've already discussed, like kids that hide underneath the table, because it's going to put out a cloaking field so that you can't see the kid poop on the toilet.
Oh, but how would the kid know that?
Baby instincts.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Rowan, I agree with you that this baby's got such concentration.
Yes. Yes.
Very
Yes,
very
they do.
concentrated on their Baby Mozart YouTube video that they're currently watching, or Peppa Pig.
Excuse me. There's the. Okay. So there's your toilet with camouflage shield, and
Yeah.
you know it's good because it's made from the people who did Predator, and they've got their cloaking field. Like you've got Predator over here, who's just like, "Where'd the baby go?"
You know, I think too, if it just like if it was the cloaking, but also just like makes those sounds from like whatever they're watching on their phone a little bit louder, so they just won't hear anybody else like, "Oh, good job going potty." They're like, "I'm really interested in this episode of Peppa Pig, Mom. Do not interrupt."
And then you've got the Predator, who's just like, "Where'd that baby go?"
Actual predator face.
Actual predator face.
Baby's very concentrated on that episode of Peppa Pig.
Oh no.
Is this the only thing it does? I mean, we got tech, so...
True,
I think being a Japanese-style bidet would be great, too. I mean, might as well just throw that in.
why not? You
Yeah.
know? I mean, that's impressive.
Helps with babies, get used to bidets. That this is normal.
Oh, good grief.
Like, you don't have to live through the toilet paper shortage of 2020.
Oh no.
We were grateful to have toilet paper afterwards.
No. Well, clearly we need to expand this line just a little bit more because, like, cloaking device toilet training isn't the only thing that needs to be out on the market. So
I mean, I will just say this.
Mm-hmm.
That potty training videos exist, like, for kids to watch to help
That's
them
true.
with, like, potty training and, like, it's okay, don't be scared to go potty. Like, and there's, of course, all the dolls and toys where they have, like, the toy also is going potty on the thing, too. And, of course, like, there's those weird dolls that are like you put water in them and then they pee it out.
Oh yeah,
But,
I sold
like,
those at KB Toys.
The tech version of that.
Okay. I hear what you're saying, and I think I know what we need.
Is this the back of a baby's
Yes,
head?
yes, it is. Because I just wanted to draw like a fat little baby.
It's a good fat baby.
Just all them little cute rolls. Because why not? And just little teeny tiny baby hands.
I also like the baby just with the cell phone.
Okay. Here's the next tech toy for potty training. Just get them when they're young. You're going to have a cerebral implant, is what you're going to do.
With Matrix! Oh no!
Alright, this baby's going to know how to potty. Like, before they're even walking, quite frankly.
Like, I know Kung Fu. And I know how to use the potty.
Holy cow. Alright.
I think this is a present for the parents more than for the baby. Like, download yours today.
Yes, absolutely.
Oh my gosh. That baby wouldn't even be big enough to even use the bathroom.
No, it's training, like, for when they are big enough and ready
Gotcha.
to go. Like,
Gotcha.
There you go. There's your neural net interface
Oh my God.
for potty training for babies.
Ken, I'm taking this from you now. You're going down a dark, dark path.
But how else can we get to the Matrix?
Look, I'm rolling up the next one.
Okay. Just gonna draw more fat baby rolls while you're doing that.
Oh, this is the one you wanted, Kenji.
Oh.
Doop, 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 doop,
Oh no! What nightmare am I about to draw?
You're gonna draw a train. That's a type of toy.
Train. Oh yay! It's gonna be a Thomas the Tank Engine.
It's gonna be a gross out train.
Oh.
Okay, so gross out is the theme for us elder millennials. We had a lot of toys that were
Creepy crawlers.
Yeah, like the creepy crawlers, the things just to gross out people. Like, there's a whole series, and I mean, they started in the 80s too with like the Garbage Pail Kids, of just gross, just really like nasty, gross. Thomas the Stank Engine.
Oh, I love it!
Thomas the Stank.
Oh my god, that's so good.
Rowan, that's so good.
Thank you, Rowan.
Gold star.
You've given me a gift this day.
Oh,
Thank you.
Thomas the Stank Engine. the opening song theme has been like stuck in our heads all day
It
long.
has been. It's just gonna be farts now. Is what Tom's the Stank Engine will be.
Toot, toot. Like, okay, have you ever seen the Thomas the no, okay. You know, like the face that like babies make when they're trying to toots?
Oh, it's like scrunched up and just angry. It's
Have
like
you
angry
seen
tits.
the angry Thomas the Engine Tank face?
Yes.
They're practically the
my
same.
God.
It's not that happy of a face. It's like the really angry and concentrated. If we're gonna go with toot jokes, because this is the garbage pail version of Thomas the Tank, like just the real gross.
Okay. Well, if we're going gross out,
We're going gross.
then
Toot,
clearly.
toot, 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 toot. I can't do it very good. Oh, it's a butt.
It's a little butt. It's not a steam engine. It's not any sort of like coal or anything. It's just a little toot powered engine.
Oh my gosh. So, oh my god. Because we were trying to come up with different types of toys, and with the Thomas the Tank song stuck in our head, I'm like, do you want to put train on here? We were going to put car. I'm like, do you really want to draw a car? And you're like, no. And I'm like, do you really want to draw a tank? Like, or a train? He's like, I want to draw a train. Yes, I want to draw a train. Oh my gosh. Oh, there's another butt.
There's another butt. Of course. It's just going to be butt powered.
Yeah, we gotta make this real gross though, because you gotta have like some slime,
Okay.
like coming out of somewhere. I'm thinking garbage pail, like kids, where everything was just really, really ding dang gross. They had gross faces. They had gross like slime and everything.
You know, immediately, like, there's a video, I don't know if you've seen it, but somebody replaced, like, their chocolate milk container with the face, like, that fell off of a Thomas the Train Engine toy, and it's just, like, the eyes and nose just pouring chocolate milk out of it into their bowl.
Oh no!
It's horrifying is what it is.
My favorite thing for Thomas the Tank, Thomas the Engine, yes, Tom, is the mod that you can do in Skyrim.
All the dragons are Thomas the Tank Engines.
And the music plays whenever they show up instead of like
But
the music for the dragons. It's like toot 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 toot.
Yeah, and like instead of roaring, it's just like the train engine sound when the dragons like scream at you. It's
If you've
friggin' amazing.
never seen it, do yourself
man.
a favor and give yourself this gift of Thomas the Tank mod for Skyrim.
Griffin McElroy did an amazing Skyrim mod series on
that's right.
Polygon's YouTube channel. It was friggin' hilarious.
That's where we saw it.
That is, yeah.
This
It's
isn't
so
gross
good.
enough, Kenji. This isn't gross.
Okay, well, it's getting there.
Okay.
You know, I don't like that butt position. Excuse me. Let me adjust that a little bit more. There we go. Yeah,
I mean,
I can do better.
I remember seeing Garbage
There
Pail
we go.
Kids when I was like a little bit older, and I'm like, this is stupid.
Okay. You know what really it needs to get grossed out with?
Yeah.
It needs like little bug legs.
What?
It needs bug legs.
Oh,
You're gonna
yeah.
gross out your sister with this horrible bug leg train.
Because toys are gendered when we were kids.
Yeah.
They still kind of are today.
Yeah.
But fuck those gender roles.
Right? Seriously.
Yeah, that Nerf dress-up toy can be for anybody.
Heck yes. It can.
All of the toys we have done and created today can be for anybody.
Heck yeah. Toys are for fun.
I got my nephew a few dolls when he was a kiddo. Like when he was younger, and he still has a lot of them.
Okay.
He has a lot of stuffed animals, too.
Oh, I had a ton of stuffed animals as a kiddo.
Yeah.
Loved me my stuffed animals.
Like I said, I did model kits when I was a kid. I played a lot with the Legos. God, I remember going to this one woman's house. She was a neighbor, and she would put out these blankets for toys. And she put out a blanket and just dumped a shit ton of Legos all onto this blanket. And then another blanket, she put all these Barbies. And we were like, why? Why did you separate them? So we're just like, forget the Barbies. And we all just played with Legos because it was fun.
Yeah.
And then she was like, oh, that's an interesting choice for you girls to make. And we're just like, screw you, lady. This is fun. Legos are rad.
Hell yeah.
Mm-hmm.
All right. I'm liking where it's going.
He's got to have a more rude boy face.
Oh, okay.
You can't have wholesome face with Thomas the Stank Engine. God, this would be popular with millennials and just
absolutely. Like, it screams Sid from Toy Story as well.
It's like the garbage pail of Thomas.
I'm farting out my head and my butt.
He needs to have some teeth missing, a little drool coming out. There needs to be more slime and gut ichor. You gotta make this real gross for the gross out theme.
Getting that nice big gap. Because if 1980s movies have taught me anything, it's that a big old gap is an indicator for just that little shit-eating kid.
If anybody else has suggestions of how to make this rude boy even more gross, please let us know. We are always open for suggestions from our lovely chat. Maybe one eye has a black eye.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. Rachel added, never understood why the toys were gendered. When I had my oldest daughter, I bought her any toy she liked. I did the same thing with Ash. Rowan added, my 4-year-old is asleep, but I bet he'd have some. LOL. Some gross ideas. I mean, kids are good at coming up with gross ideas.
That's very true.
I remember asking my nephew for some gross ideas. I could come up with all sorts of things when I was a kid, too. I mean, boogers are always gross. A little bit of barf. In front of the Thomas the Stank Engine. You got some good butts, but maybe they need a little hair on them. You got something?
Just an eyeball.
Oh, yeah.
Just an eyeball on the side. Instead of, actual, a place where the conductor might, be hanging out in.
Got to get some veins.
An extra eyeball. Oh, exactly. Veiny eyeballs. That'll kick up the gross out factor.
Oh, yeah.
We're going to take this to the 1980s. Why not?
I wonder how many of you what words are hard? How many of you had weird gross out toys? I think my mom really disliked them, and that's why she didn't get us any of the gross out stuff. And my dad was like, why are you wasting money on toys? Just go to the swap meet and just buy whatever's cheap. And that's how we got a lot of toys. But my mom loved taking us to Toys R Us and just perusing. And we had I had a few different Polly Pocket toys. We were talked a lot about different toys we had when we were growing up. And some of those did influence some of the things we put on our list. But I don't think I had a lot of gross out toys. Not because they were gendered. I just was like, ew, that's gross. I don't want that.
God, when I was working in a toy store, kind of the gross toys that we had were the Todd McFarlane toys. Those were kind of gnarly. There were definitely some weird ones. But...
Todd McFarlane toys?
Oh, yeah. Yeah, Spawn and stuff he had this weird, Wizard of Oz franchise. The Cowardly Lion was cool because it kind of looked like a were-lion, but, Dorothy was weird. I didn't like the Dorothy toy. It was...
Okay, Rowan, you got me there, because I did watch the heck out of Real Monsters.
Oh, heck yeah.
Rowan added, Rowan said, remember Real Monsters? I had a few of those. Those were supposed to have... Excuse me, there was one that was supposed to have real armpit smell. Another had bug-out eyes when you squeezed it. I didn't have any of the toys, but I watched the show a lot. And that was the gross out. Yeah, you got me there. But I didn't have any of the toys. I think if they were available, I would have gotten some.
Okay.
Toot toot.
Toot toot. Just want to give him that shit-eating voice that everybody gives Sonic the Hedgehog.
Yeah, well.
Hey, gotta go fast. I'm gonna eat some chili dogs later so I can toot real good.
Yeah, Real Monsters was a really great show. I watched the heck out of that. That's a good one. Yeah.
All right.
I think this is a pretty good gross Thomas train.
I think Ozzy Osbourne could write a song about this nightmare train.
Crazy train.
It's Crazy Train.
You ready for another?
Let's do another.
I'm
having fun.
Oh my god, this is hilarious. Oh, I'm looking forward to this one.
Awesome.
So the type of toy this time around
Okay.
is a Funko toy.
Oh, yay!
And our theme is vintage.
Vintage Funko.
A vintage Funko. That's kind of funny because Funko has been around for a while. It
It
almost
has
could
been.
have vintage versions
So-
of Funko. But you know what? Funko can do anything. So
They
if
can.
you did like a sepia tone, who we were
Yeah.
saying earlier, who was the creator of steampunk?
Oh, Jules Verne.
Jules Verne or
Yeah.
something, but it's all like sepia tone or
Ooh.
or like a Funko version of a vintage toy, of like a vintage dolly, like a creepy one. It's got to have some sort of reference, but Funko you could do anything with. But I could see it in like sepia tones. I really wanted to do Funko just to kind of make fun of Funko. I'm not a big fan of them. Hard take. Sorry, everybody. I like Funko when the creatures or whatever it is isn't actually human.
Yeah, like animals are cute.
My Krampus Funko
Oh,
is cool. I really like that one. That was a Christmas present a couple years ago from Ken's sister-in-law. Thank you very much. Shout out to Elizabeth. But I really like that one. And there was other ones where they're animals and they're super cute. Like the ducktail ones, super
Yeah.
cute. But when they're people, they're weird. I don't like how they look when they're weird. Like the people, they look really weird. It's just, it doesn't look cute to me. It's not even like an uncanny valley. It's such a weird style for a human proportion.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, just like the enormous head. Like, it just... I'm trying to think of the right proportion.
Oh, are you doing that magician guy?
I'm doing a Salvador Dali.
Yay! Bringing in more art.
Yeah.
This is awesome.
Thank you.
Actually, I wonder if the Salvador Dali Funko exists.
That is an excellent question.
I'm looking it up right now. I'm 50-50 if Salvador Dali Funko exists. Not all caps. Oh my gosh, if I can spell. Okay, thank you. Okay. It exists!
Oh my god.
And you are so close to what you're drawing already.
man.
It totally exists.
Oh.
It's with the melting clocks.
I was about to draw that, but I don't know if I can draw the melting clocks now.
It totally exists.
That's close to what I was
You
thinking.
were really close.
Because he's got this one picture of him where he's kind of leaning over a
Oh,
little bit.
it's
You
a
don't see it as much.
custom made. Someone actually. This
Oh.
isn't a real one. It's custom made.
Well then, I'm gonna keep going.
Because that's another thing about Funko is that they sell blank ones.
Yes.
Ken is so sweet. When I was really obsessed with Dragon Age 3, Ken was going to make me a custom-made Funko, and then, like, as he was working on it, I was like, I hate Funko, and he's like, oh, shit.
Yeah, that kind of stopped production on that one.
I'm really sorry. I'm very sorry. I'm sure if you had finished making it, I would have thought it was the coolest thing ever. Like, because you made it.
Yeah.
And I think that that's a cool thing that Funko does. That they have, like, the blank model. But still, like, the people look weird.
Yeah.
Like, and they do absolutely everything.
Gotta get that money.
Like, it's a little shameless.
Oh, absolutely.
It's not a little. It is absolutely shameless that they will make a Funko Pop doll about literally anything.
Yeah, they will.
I know you've got a bunch, Ken.
I do.
What's your favorite Funko Pop that you have?
Maybe that Bob Ross one.
The Bob Ross one's good.
I do like my Darkwing Duck. And my Space Ghost. I mean, you can't go wrong.
Yeah, when they're not like super human-y looking, I like them better. Cause like, yeah, the Darkwing Duck and what was the other one you have? It's the duck.
Oh, I have Negaduck.
Negaduck, yeah. Shout out to Darkwing Duck fans out there.
Grew
Yeah.
up on that. Daring Duck of mystery. Champion of right.
Heck yes.
Steps out of the shadows. Yeah, anyway, I'll stop there because I probably don't remember the song well enough to be able to really do it justice. Anywho.
This Salvador Dali Funko Pop is pretty. You know what? You made it cute. Here I was talking crap about Funko not being cute, and you did it.
I found a way.
You know, I think it's the eyes. I think it's because they're all black.
I can get that.
They just look kind of void, like the empty. Like,
Yeah.
you can get away with that with like cute animals with the really big eyes like that, but with people, it kind of looks like soulless.
I get that. I totally get that.
And like, there's literally Funko Pop of absolutely everything.
It really is.
Yeah, except there was a custom made one, but they haven't done it yet. But if we see it tomorrow, we know that they watched the stream.
You know, Funko. Oh crap.
Hit us up.
Yeah, like I can be shameless. Like if you want to pay me, like I'll design your next new hits series.
Yeah, the whole line of like
Yeah.
vintage artists. Heck yes.
Heck
I'm sure excuse me.
yeah. Oh, Frida Kahlo?
Frida Kahlo, thank you.
You got it.
Frida Kahlo?
I've always heard it pronounced Kahlo.
Okay.
It might be Kahlo. Frida Kahlo. Anyway.
This is adorable.
Thank you.
I think Kenji, you've changed my mind. I mean, you changed my mind about capybaras.
They're cute.
You made it cute. You made this cute.
It's because he's not like just standing in that weird squat like meh kind of pose.
You know that most of them do just have very simple poses.
It's the same pose on all of them. The
Yeah.
animals get a little bit more unique posing, but
Yeah, I would have
Yeah.
liked the Loki alligator, the Loki gator.
I have been keeping my eye out on one, trying to find one that will be a reasonable price.
Oh,
Yeah,
it is
anyway.
cute. It's very
super
cute.
cute.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. But the humans kind of freak me out.
Get that. I totally get that.
You ready for another?
Let's
I
do
think
another.
you just knocked that one out of the park. That was really
absolutely
good.
did.
Good job.
Thank you.
Okay, next toy.
Next toy.
Keep rolling the same numbers. Oh, we got an action figure.
An action figure.
Yeah, we got an action figure.
What kind of action is it taking?
It is bath time.
Bath time action.
Bath time action. I was really hoping for something like this. Yes. Okay. So I don't know about y'all, but God, there was this like Hello Kitty bath time toy. So one of my really good friends who I've known since like 6th grade. Shout out to Laura
Roberts.
Laura Roberts. You were always Laura Swanson in my brain. I'm sorry. I know you've been married for like 10 years. Shout out to Laura Roberts / Swanson. She and her husband, they specialize in vintage toys. A lot of from like the 80s and 90s. And my older sister and I were talking because she had this Hello Kitty bath time plushie. And when you put it in the bath, it changed its color. And Laura knew exactly what it was, and she even sent us an ad for it that she could just find just like that. Like, there was a whole, like, in, like, the 80s and 90s, there was a whole theme of different bath time toys. I don't know if there's still, like, a bunch of them now, but, like, there was a whole theme like trying to encourage kids to have fun in the bath, right? And maybe get distracted while mom and dad like scrub out all of the poo out of your hair or all of the Sharpie out of their hair.
No.
You know, like, oh, I decided to open up the entire thing of toothpaste all over my face and put it on like makeup. That would hurt that poor kid in the menthol. Oh no.
Oh, that would be painful.
But whatever the kid got into to make a big mess, to distract the kid enough so that you could just get them to focus on something so you can scrub them down real quick in the bathtub. Yeah. Or just have a fun toy, like, no, I don't want to take a bath, Mom. No, Dad. No, Pop, I don't want to. So, like, I know there was a whole theme. So I love the idea of an action figure. I'm already loving what you're drawing so much. Can you tell me more about your action figure?
You know, this is a good scuba guy. I'm sure this exists already, too. But you know what? I just wanted to draw a fun little scuba guy who has a harpoon gun, because why not? Like, maybe his harpoon gun can actually fire too.
Oh yeah, it's an action figure.
Oh,
Heck
absolutely.
yes. Does he like change color in the water too? Because that was a big thing for like bathtub toys that they would change colors.
Yes, absolutely.
Yeah.
I don't see why not.
Because otherwise, what's the purpose? Because then any action figure can be a bathtub toy.
Exactly.
No, you gotta make it specifically cool for the bath.
Right?
Maybe too. It makes bubbles.
Yeah.
Like there's a button you push on the back and it goes blub, 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 like makes bubbles or something. I think that would be cool for
That would
bathtub.
be super duper cool.
Like have a whole action scenes of whole action figure sets, because action figures are like nothing without their sets, right?
Yeah.
Like they've got to have like the tank, and they've got to have like but if it's all aquatic theme, and maybe they're mermen, maybe they're
like a creature from the Black Lagoon kind of monster.
Yeah. As I had, oh my god, I don't remember what they were called, but I had a whole bunch of like mermaid toys that were just for the bath, and like the tail changed color. Because they were like all like these pretty pastel pinks and purples and blues, and like the tails would change color. I think their hair changed color too, but that always like faded away over time.
Oh, naturally.
Like Susie, my older sister, had her Hello Kitty plushie that doesn't sound like a good idea to put in the bath.
No, I agree.
Oh my gosh, the inner tube. That's awesome.
Heck yeah.
It has some choking hazards in there.
I mean, it's not a real toy unless there's danger involved, am I right?
The action figure, yeah.
Heck yeah.
We got in the chat, Rachel saying, I just seen one for Loki Gator for $200 plus $26 for shipping with no guarantee for December delivery. Yeah. Damn. That's a part of like the whole Funko thing, is they'll only make so many of them. They learned from Beanie Babies.
Yeah. Like, the $60 ones that I found, that's the low end, quite frankly.
They learned from Beanie Babies. Like, it's limited edition, like the very popular ones. They'll have like every single Game of Thrones character in certain scenes, and even with the Starbucks cup.
Yeah.
But like, and they'll mass produce those silly ones, but the ones that are really popular, they only make a select limited amount of them.
Or like a gold variant of it.
Oh, that's right. They do that too.
Yeah.
Oh my god, I love this action figure.
Thank you.
Did you have many bathtub toys? Do you remember the bathtub toy sensation?
I did. I had a little toy boat. I had a couple toy boats that I would play with in the bath as a wee lad. But I didn't have too many.
I had a bunch. I had a bunch of toys because they were really popular.
I remember like 3 toy boats. I had one that was like blue and white, and that looked like a little like a ferry. And then I had just a straight up yellow one. Then I had another one that like a speedboat that was green and red top with like a white bottom to it. Like, yeah, I remember those toys vividly.
How boring when you could have an action figure.
I know, right? Like, where was my Scuba Pete? Okay.
Scuba Pete.
Scuba Pete. That's this buddy's name.
Yes. And then, like, I want to walk away from gendered toys, but I also like making fun of gender toys.
It's true.
Because, like, the girl version would just be this, but with a bow on the head.
I hate to break it to you, Steph, but after saying that, Scuba Pete has a bow, because Scuba Pete is all about inclusion for everyone.
Hell yes!
Hell yeah!
Yes!
Hell
Scuba
yeah!
Pete with a bow and the little ducky and floaty.
Mm-hmm.
What makes bubbles,
Yes.
shoots his harpoon.
Yes.
I'm going to make Pete's pronouns they, them.
Okay, that works for me.
Yeah.
Really
They shoot their harpoon.
drive people crazy. That Scuba Pete just really loves, just shooting harpoons.
Those choking hazards.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. Game of Thrones. Oh, sorry, I'm reading one of the comments from Rachel.
Oh.
Game of Thrones Starbucks cup thing. I never watched the series. What happens?
Someone just forgot their Starbucks cup and it made it into the scene, and people freaked out because it went to air with it in there. They digitally removed it later, but just the fact that it got aired on HBO and like the weekly progression of shows, that people just friggin' lost it.
I mean,
Yeah.
it was just showed that they were like in such a rush and they just didn't care.
Oh no, yeah.
That a
yeah.
Starbucks cup made it into when they were filming,
I saw
and then made it onto the air.
I saw so many T-shirt a day websites like where people just. I'll just draw a rough approximation because how many artists have already drawn this? Quite frankly, but a lot of people have already drawn like the Starbucks cup. Here's my terrible rough approximation. Oh no. Of the Starbucks cup sitting on the Iron Throne.
Oh, I do remember that.
Swords.
Yeah, it was like, what's her face? Daenerys. She's like
Yeah.
sitting at a table and it's like a big feast and there's a bunch of
Yeah.
food all over the table. And it was like she had been sipping on a coffee like while they were like doing breaks or something. And then she just forgot, or somebody forgot to pick it up before they hit go.
Yeah.
And that's what it is. So it's just like her sitting at a table and it's just sitting on the table next to her.
Yeah.
Is the scene.
That's basically what T-shirts of it looked like from that time.
That was really fun. That's
Yeah.
really funny. I remember
Yeah.
seeing that. Yeah, yeah. But our Scuba Pete.
Scuba Pete.
That's awesome. I love Scuba Pete's.
Scuba Pete is here to save the day.
They're gonna have like a whole like
Yeah.
like I said, action figures have whole sets. So they've got like their tank that's also like on floaty devices. They've also got gotta have like a
Bubble Mountain playset.
Bubble Mountain playset. Oh my god, that would
Yes.
be pretty cool actually.
Yes, actually.
I don't know, bubbles coming out the top.
It'll look like a volcano.
Yeah.
Because, a volcano surrounded by water really plays into the whole bath time thing.
And also just like action adventure. They have to
Yeah.
go to Skull Island.
Yeah, why not?
Yeah.
Bubble Island.
That's awesome. Well, it appears we have cracked the code for Rachel.
All right.
She says that's what those were all about. Yep,
Yep.
those were those memes. Those were those
Yep.
shirts. Yep. Action Pete, I love you. I wish I could buy you for the holidays. Just for myself.
I
Make
would,
bath time
actually, yeah.
fun again.
Heck yeah, Scuba Pete is here to save the day.
Yeah.
All right, you ready for a new one?
Let's do it.
Let's do a new toy.
Been doing a lot today.
We have.
Yeah. I didn't think we'd get to all of these ones.
I mean, we're idea machines. Come at us, Hasbro.
Hell yeah, we
Give
are
us
at-
the big bucks.
So, this will be fun.
Okay.
Lego sets.
Legos.
Uh-huh.
Okay.
And our theme is, for this Lego set...
I'm sure it already exists.
Probably. Yeah, it does. Fantasy.
Lego Fantasy. Okay.
Okay, I'm going to pitch something to you, Kenji.
Okay.
Because Legos is finally getting away from gendered toy sets.
Making like minifigures that attach to both sets.
That are totally different. Like the girl sets were
Oh,
just
yeah.
shameless. And they were just so stupid. Nobody bought them because they were dumb.
Yeah.
People just wanted to make cool things.
Oh, yeah.
Like their original ads from the 70s were just for everybody.
Yeah,
And like
yeah.
I said earlier in the stream, like when I was a kid, because I am AFAB, I am cis female, but I played with Legos. I had so much fun. So I would love to throw, because a lot of the fantasy, like there's lots of Lord of the Rings. I would love to see like something fantasy, like very whimsical, like fairies and mushrooms and toadstools, something like that. But more for like everybody. Like something that is not gendered specific. I would love to see the new set for Legos that is like fairies and toadstools and that very kind of fantasy. You've catching my drift?
I'm picking up what you're putting down.
How are you feeling about doing this?
Um,
You got some other ideas for
I-
fantasy?
I might be in the middle of drawing Lego Geralt right now.
Oh, why did I miss that? Because there's popular TV shows. We already...
I mean, his armor, like his shoulder pads, honestly, it's those shoulder pads. Just makes me think Legos. So what if his armor looked like Legos?
I mean, a Lego Witcher set would be pretty dope.
That would be dope.
That would be really dope.
Yeah, it would.
I mean, they've got lots of cool, like, fantasy creatures in that are all based off of Slavic folklore and mythology, which is really dope in Witcher. I'm really excited for season 2. I guess the trailer for season 2 dropped yesterday or today.
Oh, really? Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
I kind of almost look like a samurai.
Yeah, a little bit.
No one calls him the White Wolf. It's a dumb nickname. No one calls him that.
Done with Lego Girls.
But yeah, just like something like cutesy and very whimsy, but not gendered. I would love to see something like that. Just like big old mushrooms and fairies.
Okay.
Like I would love that. But you take that. Again, we're always taking suggestions from chat too.
I've got a little bit of a plan.
Yeah?
So I will start drawing that.
Because I think a set like that does exist, but it's part of the girls line and everything's like pastel pinks.
Yeah, more than likely. I mean, like, there's nothing wrong with pink. I friggin' love pink. Pink is an excellent color.
Yeah, my nephew got one of the girl sets of Legos, and it was like for horses or cooking, or maybe he got both, and he thought they were super rad.
Yeah.
And he's like, why is it all pink? We're like, I don't know.
Pink's a cool color.
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh my gosh. I'm excited to see what you're going to do.
Yeah, oh, wait. What am I doing?
Wait, Lego is Norwegian, Swedish? Danish. That's right. Of course you know Danish.
Mm-hmm.
Being Danish yourself.
Yeah. Just a little bit anyway.
I have friends who are Danish. Shout out to Mads and Lizzie, who's now officially a citizen. She moved to Denmark literally right before the pandemic.
Yeah,
Lucky girl.
Yeah.
She got out at the right time. But they say that Denmark is like one of the happiest places to live on Earth.
Mm-hmm.
And yeah, they were it was a Danish company originally, Legos.
Mm-hmm.
And they started in like 1960 something.
Something like that. Yeah, they've been up and about for more than 50 years.
They've been around for a real long time. And I know that when they made the announcement that they're not going to do gendered sets anymore, everyone's like, praise! And I'm like, yeah, they started that way. And then I forget when they really started doing the gendered sets. I think it might have been like as late as like 2000s. Because I don't remember that being a thing when I was a kid. Do you remember gendered or anything like that?
Kind of, yeah.
Yeah? Because you worked in a toy store.
I did.
This is so charming!
It's just a sketch layer to start.
Oh my gosh, that's so charming! Mushroom House!
Mushroom House. As a kid, like, I do remember, like, I mean, they had, like, the gendered minifigs, too, but, like, because I remember having the cowboy sets and everything, and, like, oh, God, I wanted Fort Legoredo so bad, but nope. I mean, granted, it was, like, $200.
Yeah, they were so expensive.
Yeah, absolutely.
Well, no, like, the girl minifigs, they look entirely different than, like, the minifigs that happen to be feminine presenting.
Yeah.
Yeah. And because I know that Lego TV shows are like super popular right now, and they don't do any of the weird girl sets for that.
No.
Like, it's just their regular minifig model that looks more female presenting. That's all.
Yeah, like maybe a little makeup or something on their face to differentiate them.
Drawn on boobs, that's a big thing.
Yeah.
Yeah, lots of drawn on boobs. Excuse me.
Okay.
Oh my god, this is so charming! This is a gift. Thank you. This is the best gift that you could give me for the holiday season.
It's the gift every kid is going to want under the tree this year. Whatever tree that may be for.
I know that Lego sets, like, we would get, like, those mini ones as, like, stocking stuffers sometimes. Do you remember those?
Oh, absolutely.
And we got a lot of Lego ones because my mom was super obsessed with Star Wars. She saw Star Wars when it first came out in the theater, and then so when the prequels came out, well, we got a lot of toys because she wanted the toys too. So we got them because she wanted them.
Here are the toys that I didn't want, children.
Yes.
This is no good for my collection. I've already got 3.
So I remember one year for Christmas, in our stockings, we got like the little individual packs. So it had like just a few things to make, like a little speed racer or just like one little thing from something from the prequels plus a minifig from that.
I think you mean a pod racer.
Yes, Pod Racers was one of them. I think one of us got a Pod Racer. Yeah. But those were really cool because then they brought down the cost on those.
Yeah.
Like, I really like all the Pokemon Legos.
Oh, those are Mega Blocks.
Excuse me, Mega Blocks. Excuse me. They're pretty much a Lego clone because they work exactly with Legos.
Yeah, they are interchangeable with Lego pieces. Like, that was by design.
Yeah, and I mean, just how creative you can be. I mean, there's a whole like robotics class that.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
I took a Lego robots class in college. It was rad.
Like, you learn robotics and like programming of robotics using Legos.
They've got software for the Lego systems. It's really freaking cool.
Yeah, Legos are rad. We got a comment from Rachel saying Lego started in 1930 to 1959 was the original, then the plastic in 1960. Oh my god.
I had a feeling it was older than the 60s.
Wow. Thank you very much, Rachel.
That's rad.
Thank you. Because, yeah, Legos are super cool, but I don't think, like, because the girl sets that were very, like, because, again, those minifigs had more moving interchangeable parts. They were bigger than the regular minifigs. They look completely different, and they are not compatible with any of the other sets. They look entirely different, and I want to say it was like in early 2000s when those started.
That sounds familiar. I do remember them because I was a 17-year-old kid working at KB, which was like 2002. So yeah, that sounds about right.
Because I don't remember them as a kid. I remember getting like Legos or like Star Wars Legos because my mom was really into those. And I remember getting like what other ones? Like they couldn't like because my parents couldn't afford the really big kits unless my mom wanted it.
That's always how it goes, isn't it?
Yeah. I mean, the Millennium Falcon, like, that's still like expensive.
Yeah, it is.
I forget how much, but I remember my friend who's really into Legos, he bought that, and it was like, I think it was over $1,000.
Oh,
like,
damn.
It's expensive.
I'm not surprised.
I mean, it's a lot of Legos because it's not just little, like, 1 foot by 1 foot. It's like
a big model.
Yeah, to get all the details for all the insides, because it has a whole inside of it too. It's just wild.
Yeah.
I remember where was a time when the what do they call them? The mini blocks. The ones we get at Daiso.
Oh, petite blocks.
The petite blocks. Those are cool too.
Yeah,
for those who don't know what petite blocks are, imagine Legos, but what if smaller, like half the size. And Daiso is a Japanese $1.50 store. I don't know if there's other places in the U.S. In our area, in the Pacific Northwest, we've got a few different locations around the Seattle area and along the Puget Sound area, where there's a lot of Daiso. And it's like a dollar store, but what if Japanese imports? Yeah. Oh my god, that is exactly the top for a mushroom. That is exactly... What do the minifigs look like for this sets?
The minifigs. That is an excellent question. Let's draw up a minifig.
Yay, some like fairies and stuff, and make it super whimsical. Oh, I love this.
I can draw that thing. I don't have a plan for some silly gag that I'm about to do.
Oh no! Oh shoot, what was I saying?
Daiso.
Oh yeah, Daiso. So it's like a Japanese import store, but what if everything is only $1.50? And I freaking love that store. It's so cool. They have some things that are a little bit more expensive depending what it is, but you're not going to pay like more than like $10 or so on a thing. Like everything is very low priced, and they have these little sets called petite blocks, and they come with like their own little like kind of saying like the mini Lego sets, but they're petite sets. So they have like some have moving parts where it's like construction tools. Like they have a whole bunch of robots right now, which are super cool.
Oh, heck yeah.
A lot of cute animals. The instructions are not in Japanese. They're kind of like IKEA, where there's no language, but you just follow the steps, and they're really easy to follow. Those were a lot of fun. We have a whole big box of just those. We just kept buying them because they're only $1.50 each. And we bought like one of those plastic containers from Daiso as well.
To hold them all in, yeah.
And we filled the whole bucket up pretty easily with just the different sets. And those are fun because they're like because they're a little bit smaller, you can make different things a little bit more intricate than with bigger, chunkier Legos. It's like, oh my gosh, is this a Smurf?
It's a Smurf.
I mean, I think this set might exist.
It probably does.
Let me head back to the chat. We got Ashley saying, also pointless gendered things. I used to hate dolls and then I stopped caring and have doll customers to blame for it. You know, there's so many different types of dolls now that, like, I think if the Monster High dolls existed when I was younger, I probably would have liked those. When I was a kid.
Yeah.
I did have dolls, but they just bought them for us. Oh, you're a girl, you would like a doll. But like I said, I also, I had model kits, like I had car model kits. I really liked doing painting, like car models. I had a bunch of model kits that I bought for myself. And then my parents finally figured out that, you know, I didn't like all of this girly gendered things.
All that girl stuff.
Yeah, I hated the assigned gender toys.
Yeah.
Like I hated that. We got another chat from Rachel saying Lego tried to start the gender sets in the 1970s but didn't go over. It was in 2008 when a 7-year-old girl wrote a letter to the company asking them to stop with the pink for girls and blue for boys. She wanted the old sets her parents had in the 1970s. That's how the change happened. Thank you, Rachel. I appreciate that. Oh, sorry. Ashley, you said customizers, not customers. Yeah, I was a little confused by that. Thank you for clarifying. Ashley also added, my aunt really didn't know me as a kid. I hated dolls and such, but she just gifted them to me because, you know, she's not smart. There's like, part of the gag for tonight is just making fun of like, people are like, I don't know what to buy. What's the hit new toy? Like when Furbies first came out,
geez.
Everyone's like, you have to get a Furby. And then like, there was whole movies that were made just like making fun of like people like mowing down other people on Black Friday to get that one toy.
Art really mirrors life, huh?
To get that one toy that's the hit toy for the season. Every kid's got to have it. Like when it's the Legos, or not Legos, but
wasn't that the premise of Jingle All the Way?
Yeah. Just some dumb action figure that they had to buy and
Turbo Man.
Yep. And then he like dresses up like Turbo Man. Yeah. I think the Furby craze started that. And every toy company always tries to come up with like the hit toy for each holiday season, and it's specifically just for the holiday season. Yeah. It's the worst.
Yeah, absolutely.
So we're kind of making fun of that tonight.
Yeah.
Coming up with our own cool toys, better toys.
Heck yeah, toys we would want.
Hell yeah. Because I would love, even though it's Smurfs, I would still like it and put my own minifigs in there.
Heck yeah.
Because that's what's so cool about Legos, is that you can make them about whatever the heck it is that you want. Oh my god, Ken.
Yeah.
It's 9:53 already.
Holy crap.
Oh, we didn't even get to do some of the others.
Oh my gosh. Do you want to do one last, one more quick
You think
toy?
you can get it in real quick?
I think I can get
Okay,
another
let's do it.
one in
Okay,
really quick.
we'll do it. Okay. Keep re-rolling the same things. Oh, nat 20. Transforming toy.
Ooh, transforming.
Uh-huh. And then our theme, sci-fi.
Transforming sci-fi.
That could be. That's already so many toys.
So many things, yeah.
Do you want to roll up a different one?
Yeah. Give me something. Give me something a little better.
Okay. We only have a few minutes left. I would love to see you make a medical transformative toy.
Medical.
Okay. Like it transforms into a syringe.
Oh no! With action syringe injection.
It could be like a Pez dispenser, but what if a medical, like a Band-Aid.
No. Oh, this already.
It transforms from like an ambulance into like a nurse. Oh my god,
Sounds
it could be like a
Transformer.
Nurse Joy, but also transforms into a Pokemon.
You mean the Chansey?
Chansey?
Like, the theory that Nurse Joy is actually a Pokemon?
Yes.
Yeah.
You think you can do that in 5 minutes?
I think I can.
So we got some more comments. Rachel said, in the 1980s as Cabbage Patch Kids. Yes. I remember kids going crazy for the Cabbage Patch Kids. I think I had one of them. No, my sister had one. I didn't get one because I was a 90s kid. She was the 80s kid, and she had a Cabbage Patch Kid. We got a comment from Ashley saying, wait, that reminds me. I recently learned about a doll that can be male, female, or non-binary. I don't remember the name of it, but that's so cool. That is so cool. Thumbs up. That's super awesome. I really want to see more toys like this and see more toys where, like, I hate the gendered toys. I hated them when I was a kid, too. I mean, I liked My Little Pony. I liked a lot of the stuff. But I think, like, just because they said you couldn't like things, I had a lot of the boy kids in my school who were like, you can't like Transformers. You can't like car model kits. You're a girl. And that's always upset me. Like the exclusion, like, you can't do that because... And, like, you gotta do what the hell you want.
Right.
Like, just because you're a boy, like, screw you. And so, I always hated that when I was a kid, so thank you for telling me about that. It's called Creatable World. That's the doll. I'm gonna have to check that out. That sounds really rad.
That does sound cool.
Maybe I'll get one for my nephew. But he just got a Switch, and so if I don't get him a bunch of games... Spoilers! I hope he's not watching. Isaac, he probably knows. He probably knows. He just got that Switch early, but even before he got his Christmas presents.
I know. Because it's not Chansey specific, but like Chansey's evolution has like the little winglings, right?
Wow. Sorry, we got a comment, Rachel, saying, I was told I couldn't read comic books because I was a girl.
What?
Man, Gen X, I'm sorry, that sucks.
Yeah, comic books are awesome.
I think by the time, like, I was around to reading comic books, there was, like, Sailor Moon. That was a comic book that was very specifically for girls. Yeah. And I was super into Sailor Moon, so... And you know what? Because I worked my very first job was working at a comic book shop. And I got a lot of toxic nerds who were saying, you don't know anything about comic books. And I'm like, try me. And so, like, I had these dumb toxic nerds who were, like, ask me questions about Ultimate X-Men, about Superman, and all of this stuff. And I could, like, tell them exactly what it was. And they're like, well...
Okay, hot take. I've read Ultimate X-Men. Ultimate X-Men wasn't that good.
Yeah, so that gendered stuff sucks.
Yeah.
Fuck that shit. Thank you for sending me the link to that, Ashley. I'm going to check that out later because I'm using my phone to check keep an eye on the chats. But,
it's got like the little locking hinge kind of thing. Oh. So it just like pops open. There we go. And just boop. There you go.
Kenji, great job. You knocked that out of the park real fast.
I did. It's multiple forms.
in like less than 5 minutes. Congratulations, gold star. You did a lot of
Why,
toys.
thank you very much. I did. God,
We did a lot today.
11 toys tonight.
Wow, I'm
All
proud
right.
of you.
Thank you.
Well, thank you all so much for joining. Before we sign off, if you would not mind telling us which of your favorites was your favorite toy that we created today. I love hearing all y'all's feedback.
Yeah.
I love hearing what people liked. Earlier today, I was rewatching some of our other older streams and rewatching it was the last minute costumes.
Yes. Oh,
Because I couldn't remember everything. I was like, oh yeah, and then we did that. Oh yeah, so many cosplays.
Yeah. All the 5-minute cosplays.
So yeah, before we sign off, if you wouldn't mind telling us which one is your favorite toy that we did.
Yeah.
I know we didn't do any of the lamb chop with the secret songs, but you know what? I think maybe that's another day. We come up with jingles where we can sing more.
I think it was early on. No. The Gundam was really good. I really liked the Gundam.
I gotta say the Gundam's my favorite.
Oh no, not that
the
monster.
Nerf.
That was good.
Yeah.
There's the one that I'm looking for. I don't remember. Not that pink ones.
The baby.
The baby. There we go.
Yeah.
The Thomas the Stank Engine was probably my favorite. Yeah. It's a toss-up between this and the Gundam.
The Gundam's my favorite. I would buy that. I think I'm gonna make that mod kit myself.
Let's do it.
Yes.
Let's make that like Yule Christmas Gundam. I would love this.
Oh my god, I would love to do this.
Let's hit up the dollar store, rate all their little Christmas toy stuff.
Or I'm just gonna buy a Gundam kit just to make, because those are awesome.
Heck yeah.
Oh, Rachel, I love them all. Thank you. You know, we all love you all so much.
Yeah.
Thank you for joining us. Next week, we haven't quite decided the theme yet, but we're open to suggestions.
Yeah, if you want to comment on this video, like once we wrap up, leave a comment on the video itself. Any suggestions you might have, because unfortunately, this lovely chat chain that we have doesn't get saved, so we can't reference it for later. But yeah, once we wrap up, comment, let us know any suggestions you may have. We'll be happy to take that into consideration.
Yeah, we always love hearing ideas and suggestions. Yeah. We're probably not going to do the whole entire month holiday themed.
we did that for October, and that was rough.
We got lost the steam pretty fast.
Yeah.
I think they still had fun.
We did.
I like doing the cryptids.
Yeah, that was fun.
Yeah, leave a suggestion if you have one for things you'd like to see us draw, different ideas. Yeah. We love hearing those. We love all of your comments for those who watch and those who comment afterwards if you're watching this video. We love you all so much. We do this every Saturday night at 8 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. Ken, where can people find you online?
People can find me at Kenjamin Art and Design on Instagram and Facebook, and then Kenjamin Art on Twitter.
I am Raven Wisdom Arts on Twitter and Instagram. I post more regularly on Instagram, and I'm Raven Wisdom Divination on Facebook.
I just realized I had the thanks for watching over my favorite one.
Oh no!
Jeez! Ah! Well, you can end the video on seeing this lovely visage, unobstructed. All right.
We love you all. Thank you so much for watching.
Thanks so much. We'll see you next week.
See you next week.